They have released the dog. I'm Lil Rick the gamer, do it 100% gamer, bro. If no one else working hard, I would do it for the gamer. Yo, can't contain my flow. I need to play a game for sure. Maybe RTS, RPG, or maybe even MMO. Howdy, and welcome back for another video to Lucid Adventure Idle RPG. Now I need you to hit that like and subscribe buttons as I post content daily. Link to the Discord will be in the description box below, as well as the pinned comment below. That's where we hang, chat, talk about our games and everything and such. So I would like to see you there. Alright, so let's talk about this late game. That portion where you get in and you did all the grind and you already done push past 6K, you already got strong, you ready, you on that them 10K pushes, that real hardcore grind. Let's talk about it. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna clump this in with my personal progression series, because I'm gonna kind of explain that through my personal progression, right? Alright. I'll talk about now what I've been doing personally, and it's not a lot. It's really not a lot, because once you get to this point, there's really not much content for us at this point of the game. So at best, only thing you're doing is getting strong enough to get further in Abandoned Mine, further in your Nightmare Tower, and dish out more damage, if not just solo bosses and subjugation. So those are like the major things that you're working on at this point. So personally, for me, I've been more focused in just dishing out the DPS, and the subjugation. I'm pretty sure you didn't saw plenty of my subjugation guys. If you haven't seen the end all be all one, and they still haven't killed this thing yet. All right, we generally do like a 11 and a 12, at least lately. That's how we've been doing. That I've been like kind of in there. I really haven't did much into like progressing through Nightmare Tower or the Abandoned Mine. Generally, I just go in, throw my little normal team. Cause I know sometimes people ask like, what's the best team for Abandoned Mine? What's the best team for Nightmare Tower? And I honestly don't know. I don't know. I mean, you can go in the little rankings and see what the Korean players have been messing with and the characters that they've been using and all of that. But as far as my testing personally, because I haven't done any, I don't know. I'm just using the best units I have and what has been working for me, and the units that I kind of favor. I want to kind of throw somebody else in there and take out Osgod to see how that is. If there will be like a bigger change, I might put light in, or maybe dark, or I don't know. I might just test out some things later on just to kind of see, because at the most I'm just really trying to just farm as much karma as I can, so I'm not really like thinking about pushing further, even though that will give me more karma. It's just so I can save time, because I got other games I play, other content that I make that's also on this channel, and other things that I'm doing personally, and then I'm playing across two accounts. It's a lot to do, and a lot to be expected. And then, you know, making sure I get content out to you guys as consistently as possible, especially since I'm working on content for other games as well. Right now, in the current push, I was kind of pushing through Nightmare Tower. I want to say last night. I'm not sure of this recording, if it's the same night, but the night before of this recording. But I'm not sure of when this will be posted. That's what I mean. But I was pushing a little through. The highest I've been is to 86 in the last rotation. But what we're looking to get to is to 100, because that's where we get, and I wish it showed, doesn't it show us? No, it doesn't. I wish it showed us like the full list here, but that's where we get our prizes. We can roll for prizes at that point, and that's great, because it's like prizes are hard to come by and they scale really high in this game, and having prizes and transcendent prizes is a good thing to have under your belt to dish out more damage in this game. Yeah. And amongst other things, because once we get like further towards the end game of things, where we have a bunch of prizes transcended to tier 3 and everything maxed out, we're going to really see what people are capable of and what they are doing. Granted, we make it that far as a community. That's that. I haven't really pushed that. I know people get stuck at points when it comes to it, like I guess this is what I've been using as further as my team goes. Mostly having Sora there just to buff our attack power. I could throw Warrior in there for the extra physical damage, like maybe drop Light or Osgod and throw Warrior in there, and then Tempest and Drip should dish out more damage. But if I was gonna go up against a boss that was more magical, then I drop Drip and Tempest, bring in Pooh and then Lime for that possibly. Possibly in that situation, I could throw Choco BB in here just because he boosts our crit damage with his one karma weapon. So I haven't really like messed around and put together teams, but I might do that in the future. I mean, if you guys are looking for more Nightmare Tower and Abandoned Mine stuff, leave that in the comment section below. If you don't leave it in the comment section below, don't expect it to happen. I'm just gonna say that because I got other content that I want to work on that I am passionate about doing. So that's the thing. So we get enough people, talking about it, then we might do that. But other than that, it's nothing special there. Just for this point in progression, is saving my experience. And I'm thinking, like, hey, what the heck are you just saving experience? Level up some stuff, progress, get further, level up. I don't see any reason to like push further, like as further as stages go, because it already takes hours upon hours just to reach my max stage. So going further, even though it would get me more, it doesn't benefit overall because it just takes that long. And then everything is so expensive. Everything is so expensive to the point where now you want to actually stack up just so you can level up. It costs so much just to even level a character. Like, let's just look at our highest character right now. I believe that's Tempest at the moment. Like, to see just to level him up, let alone what it's going to cost to level up a skill. And then we got things that cost like hundreds of bees just to level up the skills alone. Getting close to C's on their own. Not sure if I have a good example here, but we're going to take a look and see if we do have an example to show. No, we don't have one on Tempest. We think I might have an example on my alternate account to be exact, because we're pushing so far in. But you notice a little bit. All right, this costs like 13B, 11B. Like, it's getting the things costing B's just to do it. And I think one of the most expensive ones is the Monster Weakening that you get on Lubu, which I got it mastered now, but I think that last one was like 300B or something like that, 250, 300B, something along that lines of how much it costs just to level that up. So it took a while just to get it to that point, because that's how expensive skills are becoming. But also, once you get to this point, this is when those other skills that I've been saying in the past to ignore because how expensive they are, those skills are becoming more important, and we can go back to Tempest here. And I've been leveling some of them like slightly for some of my characters. Like, you see, this is at 13 currently, just because we want more power-up stones. And I'm probably going to be maxing these out for everybody to get as many power-up stones as possible, because they're so hard to come by. And as far as weapons go, like, we got a lot of things maxed out, but we pumping a lot into our karma weapons, so it's just really expensive to level up our karma weapons. Like, I haven't leveled these up like at all, but I can show a good example of ones that we've been focusing on heavily, to how expensive it is to level them up. Like these plus 19, plus 18, like the amount of this and how much it costs is tremendously high. So being that high, it's really difficult to like have enough, especially if I just go hard and put and like make like, let's say, like 50, 60, upwards to 100 karma weapons for just her alone, then it will be like extremely expensive. Like, I can make 49 with the current amount that she has. Like, I would get a bunch of these and I will probably be able to level up 2 or 3 times, but with the amount that I have and the amount of power up stones that I have, I might be broke real fast, especially if I'm going to work on somebody else too and work on getting their karma weapons leveled up. It gets expensive. So that's kind of a thing when it comes to the skills and karma weapons and what we're shooting towards. So a lot of these skills I'm going to start leveling up pretty soon. Right now, not as much, because I want to really figure out the plan before I just execute, because so I'm just saving, because I know when I go to spend, I'm going to just spend it all and wipe it all out. So it's like, am I taking everybody further into the 30s? Are we trying to push past 35? Those are the questions that I'm asking myself when it comes to that situation in particular. Now, let's talk a little bit about the coins. Like, I've gotten to a point where I'm not even looking for experience coins on all of them, because especially the second coin, since it's so hard, since the rates for the coins drop tremendously, like the second coin, just to get experience on it, the initial roll is a 7.70% and then a 2.70 if you mess up, and I mess up quite often. So it's like, it's real low percentage to get it. And like, since gems don't come a dime a dozen like they used to, like, now I just take whatever I can get for the most part, because at the end of the day, I'm just going to still get experience. It might not be the maximum amount. And then you got events where they dropping out new skins, and it's like, with these costumes that come out, they cost 8,000, and I think I've only gotten one so far on my main account. So now with the coins, it's just like, yeah, forget it. I get what I get. If I can roll them, it's quick. It's like, I just sit and count. It's like, if I spend more than 100, 200, sometimes I go maybe to 500 to 1,000 gems. Like, very rarely, but usually it's like 100 to 200 gems. If I spend any more than that, then I try to take like power up or monster weakening, just to kind of get me a little further. And if I don't get those and they start getting too expensive, then I just be like, forget it. Whatever comes up after the next row, I'm taking it. I'm running with it. We'll get to whatever our max is, get our third coin, call it a day. Usually the third coins turn out pretty decently, but a lot of times I get up to those points and I won't even have gems to roll. Like, sometimes I'm just sitting at my max for about a few hours, just waiting for our daily gems to come in, just so I can be able to clear and go back, because it costs 200 gems just to even get your double EXP, and you're always taking double EXP. I'm like, I'm not gonna not take double EXP. So that's kind of how that is. As far as that go, is like, if you were spending and buying gems, just to be buying, then you probably wouldn't have that problem, so to speak. It wouldn't even be a thought process. But just having an F2P account, granted my account isn't F2P, there has been some purchases that have happened on my account, but I play mostly in an F2P fashion. It's not like I just have money to spend like every other day or every week or something like that. That's just not the case, because we're not monetized on YouTube, and let alone get enough views for it even to matter. And it's not like donations come in a dime a dozen. So other than that, that's pretty much where we are in the progression, and kind of what you're looking at once you get to this point in the game. So, alright, these edits are getting rough. This is why we don't record videos during the day, just because there's a lot of people here. So I'm just gonna wrap this video up right here. Family is moving around and all of that stuff, so I hope you do like and hope you do enjoy. I might have left some stuff out, but I can't do any more recording right now, and outside of that, that will be it. And if you did like, make sure you smash that like button. That will be greatly appreciated. It helps the algorithm. And if you didn't, there is a button for you guys as well. Also help me on the algorithm, and link to the Discord will be in the description box below, as well as the pinned comment below, where we can chat and talk more about the games we like to play. Subscribe if you're new here. Turn those post notifications on so you can see my content when it goes live first, because you want to be foremost in all ways. And this is your host, GamerDude2088, and I'll see you next time. And I'm out. Deuces.